Hi, this is Rona from Intuitive Arts. Welcome to Spring Awakening 108-Day Adventure. Today is day 18. So we're going to do a practice today that I do every morning. There are some things that I do every morning no matter what, and there are some things I do every morning when I have time. This is one of those every morning, no matter what things that I do. And it really helps me stay grounded and centered and energized to start the day. But we'll begin with our opening practice, hands to heart. So yesterday in day 17, we practiced Durga Pranayam, which is a 3-part breath. If you've been practicing that, you can do that now. Inhaling all the way down to the bottom of your lungs, mid lungs, upper lungs. Exhaling, upper lungs, middle lungs, bottom lungs. If you haven't been practicing that, then just do long, deep inhales and exhales. Do one more long, deep breath. And now inhale, palms up. Exhale, open, palms up to the heart. Turn your palms down, scoop back to center. This is where we gather all of our energy for the day. Inhale up, exhale, open, palms down, inhale, back to heart. One more time on your own. Great job. And now breathe. And imagine that you are filled up with energy, with light. And you have so much that you have enough to share. So you're going to open up your palms, facing outwards. And imagine that you are sending out, beaming out, shining out good energy, sunlight, love, whatever good things that you can think of. And you are sending it out either to a person, place, or thing, or you can just beam it out. One of the teachings of Yogi Bhajan, who brought Kundalini Yoga over to the West, was that we are all lighthouses. We have light. We don't see our own light, but we shine it out without having to do anything. So imagine that you're a lighthouse. And as you shine out, you fill up. And when you breathe deeply and you do it, you actually have more capacity to fill up, to take in, and to share out. And I'm never giving out my own personal energy that I need for myself. I'm just bringing in energy and sending it out. I'm sharing from my overflow. So it enhances me. It never diminishes me. Good job. Hands back to heart. Bringing yourself back to center, back to self. Good. So just to let everyone know, almost everything I do is meant for me to recycle. Everything I learn, anytime that I do anything personal for myself, it's always to heal myself, to fill up myself, but then to share out whatever I've learned, whatever information I've learned, whatever practice I've learned. For me, and this is just my spiritual path, everything I do is to send back out, because for me, it would be selfish just to keep it all to myself. I want to share it. I want to keep it flowing. Also, a lot of things that I've learned along the way, I somehow modify, and I don't even do it on purpose so that it kind of fits what I'm doing. So what I teach might not always be exactly to what the teachings are, but it's how I use it in my life, just to let you know, for better or worse. So we're going to do a practice that really helps keep me grounded and centered and strong. And I do it in the morning. It starts out my day. And I find that when I do it every day, there's a certain inner strength that I have, a certain groundedness that I have. And that if I don't do it for a few days, I find by the end of the work week, I'm more tired and maybe a little bit more irritable. So I do it sitting on the floor. You can also do it sitting in a chair. You just put your hands in a different place. So the biggest thing to remember is where you're moving from. It's where your kind of pivot point is. So find your navel and then go. So here's my navel. Go about 3 fingers below your navel, which is what I call your core. And put your finger there. And I just want you to, I call it my pivot point. Just pivot in and out from here. I'm imagining that I'm pushing in and pulling out. So this is the place that I'm moving from. And everything else follows, but this is the center point. Like if you were opening and closing a door and you had a hinge, the opening and closing part would come from the hinge. The rest of the door moves, but the energy of it comes from the hinge. This is your hinge. So if you're sitting on the floor cross-legged, you would put your hand on your ankles. Let's see if I can move back so you can see. So my hands are on my ankles and I'm hinging here. If you are sitting on a chair, you can put your hands on your legs and you can hinge from here. You probably wouldn't be able to do it lying down. So on the floor, hands are on your ankles. If you're on a chair or a couch, hands are on your legs. And you want to have your feet on the ground. So if you are sitting in a chair, have your feet on the ground. If your feet can't touch the ground, then you can take a bolster or a pillow and you can put your feet on that and then move from there. But you always want to have contact with the ground. So this movement, it just, again, gets you grounded, gets you centered, brings you back to self. That's here. So we're going to do it. Since the magic number is 108, I do it 108 times. This might seem overwhelming to you. If you really need to break it down to 54. But we're going to do it today for 108. Now, there's certain words that I use that are grammaki, which is from Kundalini Yoga. I'm not going to use those words because it might be meaningless to you. So I'm going to invite you to find your own 2 phrases. So when you go forward, I'm going to make up some. I'm peaceful. And when I come back, I'm calm. So it'd be I'm peaceful, I'm calm. I'm peaceful, I'm calm. I'm peaceful, I'm calm. In Kundalini Yoga, the words really are Sat Nam, which means I am truth, I am self. So I do Sat Nam, SATNAM, but you don't have to do that. You can use your own words. So what you're going to do is you're going to hinge forward and back, and that's 1 set. So how I do it is I go Sat Nam, 1, Sat Nam, 2. You can do it I am peaceful, 1. I am calm, I am peaceful. I am calm, I am peaceful. I don't care what phrases you use. What I'm going to do is I'm going to count for you so you don't have to count, but you have to use your own words in your brain. So I'm going to count out loud every set, and we're going to do 108. And so we're going to begin. Hinge forward, hinge back, your words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108. Come back to center. Sit up straight and tall, shoulders back. Take some deep breaths. You can release your arms. You can put them on your knees. And breathe up and down your spine, keeping your chin slightly tucked in so your neck is long. And now to kind of complete the circuit, you're going to bring your hands back to your heart. We're going to end with how we started. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, back to heart. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale back to heart. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale back to heart. And breathe. And just pay attention internally to how you feel. Please share in the comments how this was for you. And even though 108 seems really long, building up stamina, building up determination is part of changing your life. Having a goal and working towards that goal, even if it seems a lot. Have a great day. Thank you so much for coming. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste. Goodbye.